Welcome to the Late Night with Chalky podcast.
Friends and family, brothers and sisters, welcome to the Late Night with Chalky podcast.
Oh my gosh, this guy's aggressive today. Our guest this week is a standout in N.S.S.A with multiple victories and a USA Prime event wins as well. Guy has some heat wins. He's influenced by power surfers like Jordy Smith, Bobby Martinez, and Jay Larson.
Whoa.
No, I'm just kidding. I just threw that in
I'll
there.
cut that out.
He
I'll
doesn't
cut that
know.
part out.
Yeah. And it's clearly shown in his surfing by his grab rail cutbacks and his power carves. Such a young age, very impressive. This kid's also a 4.0 student, and he's really into math and science.
Wow.
And he has his eyes set on going to college and getting an MBA.
Wow.
And I might not know what that is. He didn't go to college, neither did I. But Masters of Business Administration.
Oh.
Yeah.
I knew that, Lark.
Okay. He does. He's a really fart smeller.
I'm a fart smeller.
Yeah. But this Oceanside grom has huge potential and a bright future, and we're pumped to sit down with Louie. I don't want to screw this up.
Owston.
It's not that hard.
Really?
Yeah, Owston.
Owston. The W is almost silent.
Yeah.
It's like just O.
Right?
Yeah.
Owston.
See?
Owston.
Welcome to the show.
Oh, thank you guys for having me. I'm so pumped.
Yeah.
Hi guys.
It's funny because, we see, I don't know how we met or how I kind of like found you, right?
Yeah.
Algorithms. It's all about algorithms.
Whatever it is. But I ran into him at J.S. Industries in Oceanside
Yep.
a month ago or so?
Yeah, a month.
And I was like, dude, let's get this young freaking grommet on.
Yeah.
Future star of, California America surfing.
Yeah, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So let's start at the beginning.
Let's do it.
How'd you get into surfing?
All through my dad.
Nice.
Yeah, definitely influenced by my dad. I was raised in Kauai.
Kauai?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I was born in Oceanside, Tri-City, and then at 1, I moved to Kauai. And just started surfing. My dad pushing me into waves, or at that age, just bringing me to the beach.
Did you say 1 you started surfing?
Yeah, just like no, I know, so gnarly. Just always been influenced by the ocean, and
Come on, it's Kauai, it's the water.
I know.
You just grew up with gills and
Yeah. 1 though. Come on.
and then just learned how to surf, and
Straight into surfing, like
Straight.
not big boogie boarding or
no, just straight into surfing. Yeah, and my dad told me, actually, even the other day, my dad was like, "Oh, you're goofy, but because I'm regular, I forced you regular."
Yes.
I
I like him already. This guy's goofy over here.
Oh, really?
So wait, you were naturally goofy foot, and your dad
Yeah.
turned you into a regular
Yeah.
foot.
Yeah.
Okay.
My mom's goofy,
Okay.
and so I was.
So your mom surfs too.
Well, she surfed, and so when she stands on the board, she's goofy.
Or skate, or
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
guys snowboard at all?
Yeah. Oh, my mom. I never seen the snow.
What?
Ever?
Yeah, ever. No, I've never seen
Still?
the snow. Yeah, I'm 17. Like, I don't even know what snow looks like or feels.
We're gonna have to call your parents after the show.
Well, you know what? I would rather have Kauai than snow any day.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah. So craziest thing ever. I never seen snow, so I don't even know. That's so weird.
So both your parents surf.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So my dad more than the
What-
entire family.
What was the move going to Kauai? Was it family or?
From oh yeah, Doggy.
Snuggles.
From Kauai to back to Oceanside, or
Yeah, or just
from Kauai, from Oceanside to Kauai.
oh I don't know.
I love your wife, April Cabellion.
I know
we're cutting that out. Just kidding. We love you.
So I know my parents owned 2 Cold Stone ice creams.
No way.
Yeah, so they ran those, and I don't know if that was like the influence for them to move to Kauai, but
Awesome.
I didn't really even know the story of why we moved there, but we spent like 5
So your
years
parents
there.
are entrepreneurs.
Yeah, my dad for sure.
Nice.
And then so I lived there for 5 years, and the reason we moved from Kauai to back to Oceanside was just schools, just better education in California, and just been there ever since.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you started in Kauai.
Yeah.
what kind of waves were you surfing? Where were you surfing?
Oh, pine trees.
Nice.
Yeah, it's like, man,
I love pine trees.
Yeah.
I love
it's so
the
fun.
biggest waves I've ever surfed in my life, Lucas.
Yeah.
Louie
Yeah.
is middles.
Oh, really?
Oh my gosh.
So killer.
It was the scariest. I thought I was gonna die.
Yeah.
It was
4 feet. Oh my.
no, dude. It was huge. Ask our buddy Mike Meckling because
Okay.
we went on a trip together, and you know the first couple days were small,
Yeah.
and then this one day we surfed White Cocoa. It
Mhm.
was like, I swear, it was solid. It was solid 6 foot
Yeah.
Hawaiian,
Yeah.
and I felt comfortable there,
Yeah.
right?
Mhm.
Because we kind of got acclimated to bigger stuff.
Yeah.
And then we went and ate lunch, and then came back, and we looked out like, oh man, it looks perfect out there.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
got out there,
It's huge.
and it was huge.
Yeah.
And
It,
just
it, it felt
within
like,
hours, it could do that.
Yeah.
it looked like Chopu on the, you know,
Yeah, some
on
of
some of the waves.
for sure. No, that's the craziest thing about all the islands. You know, like, oh my God, you
So
get out there.
powerful.
It's small. You're kind of having fun.
Yeah.
You know, bring a shorty out, and then by the end of your sesh, you're like dying.
Yeah, yeah.
It's
You're
just
scared.
it's those rogue sets that kind of throw you off. 'Cause there's always rogue sets.
Oh my
like it's
God.
like, whoa, it's kind of big. Like you'd be like,
Yeah.
and then all of a sudden like a cleanup set comes. You're like, I wasn't ready for that.
No.
Yeah.
So like, you know, 1 to 5, that's 4 years of surfing on Kauai.
Yeah, yeah, totally. So I think that's definitely a.
Were you pretty good by 5 years old?
My parents think.
Yeah.
I don't really remember, but my dad said like, yeah, you picked it up really fast and just started doing turns, and oh my gosh, like what he says is like he was so like pumped on, I don't know, my surfing when I was 5.
Yeah.
I guess I just.
Because most kids don't even start until after 5.
Yeah, till
Yeah.
6 or
5.
7.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or
Do it,
even,
Jim.
yeah, honestly, even my brother, like, my brother's 10 right now, and the last, like, year has been the biggest growth in progression for his surfing.
Yeah.
You know, he's, like, been surfing every single day for the last year, you know what I mean? So it's, he's killing it right now, so I'm
Yeah.
super pumped.
So he had a later start than you
Yeah,
did.
totally, later. But, I don't know. I think he just wasn't really into it, which is weird, because, like, I mean, it's, like, all we do. You
Yeah.
know? It's, like, the weirdest thing ever, you know?
Hey, you better pick it up because we're going to the beach
Oh,
anyways.
Sometimes that's how
I'm
it is.
I'm
right?
in that situation with my 7-year-old.
Totally.
I'm like, we're going to the beach, dude. Might as well just grab the board and go out.
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't force it. It's like, hey, you want to build sandcastles, boogie board, body surf, whatever.
Oh no,
Yeah.
my brother was for sure forced in it.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
Like, it's like, oh, you're either gonna stay at home or you're gonna come surf. You know,
Yeah.
it's like you're coming.
So were you bummed when you found out you're moving from Paradise to Oceanside?
I mean, honestly, I honestly don't even remember a whole
Too
lot.
young, yeah.
You know, I have like bits and pieces of like surfing pine trees and whatnot, and my first surfboard and all that.
What was your first surfboard?
Oh, I got it at the swap meet. It was I don't even know what brand. I think it was just like this random guy who shaved who did like a one-off. Like he just like made a green eggy kind of bobby quad shaped board, and that was my first board, and I called it Green Eggy.
What
Green what?
Green Eggy.
was it like sized appropriate for you? Was
Yeah,
it like a
yeah.
super ground board?
It was a pretty ground board, probably like 410.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it was probably around that size, and then yeah, that was my first board.
Yeah.
It's pretty crazy.
Yeah, I mean, dude, Kauai is the best island in my opinion.
It's so good.
And like Pine Trees is so, that little zone right there is
Oh,
so amazing.
amazing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Totally.
Dreamy.
So dreamy.
Yeah.
100%.
So, bam, you move back to Oceanside, you
Yeah.
keep surfing.
Mhm.
Is it a shock? You're like,
I gotta put on a
holy
wetsuit.
crap, like look at all these people and I gotta put on a wetsuit.
I don't know. I've always had like such a drive just to go surf. Honestly, it didn't really affect me, but the person it affected most was my dad. Probably just like so bummed, you know, like
Oh,
it's all
gosh.
cloudy in the mornings. Like have to go like I'm only like 6 years old, so he's probably still pushing me into waves, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
And I'm just like being this annoying girl. I'm like, Dad, let's go surf. You know?
The days where you grab onto the dad's ankle or leash and pull you out.
Oh, yeah.
Come on, Grom. Get those like arms up because it's so much work.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, definitely the most work in that era. So,
So you guys moved to Oceanside.
yeah, straight to Oceanside. Yeah.
And you guys already had established their like previously, your parents.
Oh yeah, for sure. My dad grew up there, so it was like my dad knew a lot of people, and
That's home.
yeah, already had a lot of friends there.
Yeah.
For sure. Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
awesome.
It takes a little bit getting used to the cold water,
Oh yeah.
the wetsuits.
Oh yeah. You
and-
even spend like a winter over there or whatever, and then you come back and you're like, oh my god. Like,
Yeah.
it's
Right?
cold. Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure. So even that time frame like takes a little bit of getting used to.
Yeah.
Did your dad have other families you go surf with, or was it just you and dad, and like you'd see other people down there? Like,
Yeah.
Because that's pretty still like 6. It's really hard to find other
6-year-olds.
6-year-olds that
That
are
are
psyched on
surfing,
surfing. You know.
Yeah, for sure, and especially like then, I felt like it was just me and my dad. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like always surfing with me and my dad. And it's just like some of the best memories I have. You know,
Yeah.
like getting pushed into waves and just being so pumped. And I really felt like when I was that age, there wasn't a whole lot of other groms that surfed, especially in Oceanside.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Now it's like there's so many groms.
Yeah.
Especially in Oceanside. You know?
Yeah.
Every
What
beach.
part?
Yeah.
Where were you surfing? What was your dad's spot?
South Jetty.
South Jetty.
Yeah.
Okay.
South Jetty was like the wave, like
Yeah.
my favorite.
Yeah. It's a spot.
That's
Yeah.
a good spot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure.
Especially in the summer because it's all rolly on the outside, and then it has like a reform and an inside little bowl. So
Yeah, you get the little, yeah.
yeah,
Either got the sand built up on the south side, or you get the little gutter on
Yeah.
on the north side.
So was your dad ever sponsored or?
no, my dad was never sponsored, but you know, I just surfed his entire life. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? So it was like, it's just what I did.
Yeah.
You know, so that was my sport. I never played like baseball or any of those sports.
Never
I
got
just-
any other sports.
Oh, never.
Just
I,
focused on surfing.
yeah, I even remember my mom being like, "Do you want to like play football?" And I was like, "No, never." Like I just surfing. I just want to surf. you
Yeah.
know?
One track mind.
Oh, always. Yeah.
So
And that's hard to, like, even if the parents are psyched or the dad's psyched or whatever, like, you can't put that in somebody, you know, like that drive.
Yeah.
You can't, you know, you can inspire, you can push, and you can support, you can do all of that, but
Yeah,
it's gotta be you.
Yeah, 100%.
so when did you start competing?
Well, I started competing when I
6?
was. Yeah, I'm not even joking. Yeah, I was doing it. WSAs were the first, like series of events I would do. So the WSAs, and then
So whose idea was it? Was it yours or was it your dad's?
it was my
or-
dad's, and I just remember like we didn't. It was like my dad's first time competing, and as well like just going through it. Like we didn't know what to do, so it was we just did all of them. Every event we could do,
Yeah.
WSAs, N.S.S.As, Open, Explorer, like.
Was your dad
Every-
doing his divisions or just you?
No, just me.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, just me. But yeah, that was the beginning of it all.
And that's kind of the time when you start connecting with, like, other kids, you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah,
Like,
for sure.
What division is that? Mini-hoonies?
There's, I don't
For-
even know.
For Explorer, I think for Explorer it's Menahuni. For Open, it's just I think they call it Groms,
Mm.
something like that. And then the next step up is boys.
Yeah, it's kind of like 10 and under is like, yeah, it's a handful of names.
Yeah,
And then just
totally.
goes to boys.
Yeah,
10 and under is kind of random depending on the association.
for
Yeah.
sure. Yeah.
So you're doing WSAs and N.S.S.As?
Yeah, for both Open and Explorer. Every weekend there was an event. And
Yeah.
I remember even weekends there would be like, an event that would overlap, right? So there'd be a WSA here and then an N.S.S.A. Open somewhere else, and we'd drive.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
We'd be like, okay, our heat time in the morning's this, and then we have to get straight out of the water and go here, and
What if that schedule didn't work out? Like, you just, what do you, no showing?
yeah, like no show, and whatever one was like to us more important, we would just go to that one.
Yeah.
So it was as many heats as we could, all the way up until like we could only do one.
Yeah.
So.
How are you doing?
Decent, like I don't really remember like the first couple of events, but I just remember the first time I won an N.S.S.A. Open was when I was 8.
Dang.
So I was like,
An Open
it was at Seaside.
versus Explorer is more prestigious, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So it took me a lot longer. Yeah. So
8.
yeah. No, seriously. But yeah.
Should have been doing that 7.5.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, it was at Seaside.
Okay.
Yeah. So.
which is such a rad way.
It's that's your backhand, right?
Yeah, it's my backhand.
Yeah.
Occasional, right? You know, like
Yeah.
Very occasional.
Very occasional.
Yeah, for sure. So backhand wave, 100%.
Yeah. It's
How were the waves?
Oh, so bad. I remember it wasn't even on the reef. It was actually on the left on, what did they call that? One of the left pallies or
I don't know.
palisades maybe?
Yeah.
Yeah. Or that left on the very inside when the reef isn't working. You know,
Yeah.
that wave. It was like that. And I just remember like winning and just being like, oh my god, this is like the best thing I've
Yeah.
ever done.
I want to do this every weekend.
Every weekend, yeah. And so then it just spiraled into like, you know, just wanting to become the best junior surfer I could be.
Yeah.
When did you get your first sponsor?
My first sponsor was when I was 10, actually 9. My first sponsor was Zinka.
Zinka?
Yeah, Zinka. How cool is that?
That's funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Paint.
Yeah.
But yeah, when did is Zinka still around?
Big time.
Yeah, 100%.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it kind of disappeared. I mean, because it's
For
been
a
around
second.
since
Oh my
our
God.
guys.
Yeah.
I just haven't heard it in a long time.
Yeah.
But you know, with you, that was years ago.
Yeah.
9 years ago,
Mhm.
probably 8 years ago. I didn't know Zinka was still trying to be a
Yeah.
brand. But how did that happen? Did they just?
My dad was friends with one of the reps. His name was Ulysses.
Okay.
And he was just, I don't know, I just was running events and he was pumped and I got tons of sunscreen and a couple stickers. I was like, yeah, let's go.
'Cause
Yeah.
that's normally not like the go-to for a sponsor. Usually it's a surf shop or
Yeah.
a board, like
Yeah.
a surf.
Yeah.
Even though you pay for boards, you get deals like a shaper,
Yeah.
and then like a
What
What's
board
in-
were you riding?
Oh, I was writing Boris.
Force.
Yeah, Chris
Boris,
boards.
yeah.
Yeah.
Taylor Knox's boards.
Yeah, Taylor's
Yeah.
boards. Yeah, I know. And then my second sponsor was San Diego with Pete. Yeah.
sick.
Yeah. So
Pete scouted you out way back in the day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've been sponsored by San Diego for like almost 10 years.
Awesome.
So sick.
Yeah,
Those guys are rad.
I was telling him earlier that we were out with Monero wetsuits.
Yeah.
Plug for Monero wetsuits, but went and visited Pete in San Diego today. So I was telling him that we were going to interview Louie over here.
Sick.
He's like, no way, how cool.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, man.
San Diego,
we had them on.
yeah.
Epic.
Yeah, we had Pete and Dave Nash on.
Oh, that's so
Yeah.
cool. I
It
love
was
those
pretty
guys.
awesome. We
Yeah.
did tequila shots.
Oh, sick.
Yeah. Yeah, we did.
Dave's got a.
He,
Have you been to Dave's office?
Oh, no, I
He's got
haven't.
he's got he's a connoisseur of
Oh, that's cool.
Collection of sipping tequilas.
Cool.
I did a shot when I showed him Country Club Surf Club in Rivia
yeah.
a couple weeks ago, and I did a shot. He's like,
What did
"Which
you
one?
do that?
Yeah, which one did you drink?" And I'm like, I forget what it was, Con Cinco or something like that. He's like, "Dude,
It's a sip.
that's a sipping one." And I'm like, "Oh, okay." So, anyways,
Oh, buddy.
I never
that's
had-
cool. They're. Are you to surf the Amsterdam this weekend?
Yeah, I am.
Nice.
Yeah,
dude.
I'm pumped.
Where's that at?
I think Mission Beach?
I don't even know.
Yeah, it's Mission Beach.
That should be
You
fun.
guys should have some waves too, right?
Yeah, that'll be fun. I mean,
Yeah.
Mission Beach fun.
Yeah. Little.
Garage river
Yeah.
rides.
Have you been doing them over the years?
Yeah. I did.
Has to, dude. It's sponsored.
Yeah.
Better show up.
Oh yeah, dude. For sure. Yeah.
So Chris Force, you were riding Chris Force when you were first starting out,
Yes.
surfing
Yeah.
contest.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Yeah.
Did he
that's-
sponsor you or?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, I was sponsored by Chris, and man, I just remember like going into a shop and like he had the huge, what are those machines called, the CNC machines?
Yeah.
Those huge ones, and he has like the really nice one, and he has 2 of them, and they're crazy. Like I just remember him like doing all kinds of projects, and he actually cut do you see that ramp he has?
I heard he's a really good skateboarder, right?
He's an incredible skateboarder.
Like ex-pro skateboarder.
Oh, ex-pro, but still like
Yeah.
is
That's what he does every day.
incredible. Yeah.
Like that's his deal.
Oh yeah, that's his deal, and he used his CNC machine to make a ramp, but it's a puzzle. So you can
Oh, sick.
you could like
Piece it together.
piece the ramp together, and he was making it when I was sponsored by them, and then now he has it in his backyard.
Yeah.
And it's huge. The thing is like it's like a proper vert ramp. You know?
Yeah.
It's probably like 10 feet high.
So dangerous.
Yeah.
Oh, so gnarly.
So gnarly.
Oh my gosh, yeah. Chris is a madman.
So then, you're sponsored by Zinka, Ride for Boris, any other at San Diego.
Yeah, San Diego, and then
And when you're 10 years old,
oh dude.
like, you know,
Yeah.
you're the coolest kid in school.
I didn't really ever think of it like that. I just was like,
Well, you're a good kid. You're not like Jay.
Yeah. You're not plastering the stickers everywhere. Yeah, you are. Locker, books, car,
Yeah.
skateboard,
Oh,
door. Yeah.
totally. I did
Doodling
that.
all the logos.
Yeah, for sure. Oh, I totally did that. I like put the stickers all over like stop signs and stuff, but I never really thought of it like, oh, I'm so cool. I just kind of was always like, I gotta like surf harder to get better sponsors, you know. So it's always been my mindset. So yeah, and then when I was, I want to say 10, is when I got sponsored by O'Neill.
No way.
Yeah, I got sponsored by O'Neill when I was 10.
That's epic.
Yeah, and I was
That's
so
huge.
2 of your biggest sponsors were way back then.
yeah.
And you're how old now? 17?
17. I turned 17 September 10th, so like 3 weeks ago.
Virgo.
Oh yeah, Virgo gang. Yeah, wait, what are those called? I know my mom.
Horoscope?
Yeah,
What's it
horoscope.
called?
Sign?
Sign?
Yeah, my
I-
sign.
yeah.
Whatever.
I don't really follow it. I
Yeah,
just
no.
know I'm a Virgo.
Yeah, me too. Hilarious, but
Hilarious.
So O'Neill.
yeah, O'Neill, and I've known Garth since that day.
Yeah.
Um,
So
how
Garth.
did have that? Yeah. Were you at a contest, or did he reach out to you?
I
or-
remember. I think Garth had sent my dad an email. Yeah, I think that's how it worked out. And yeah, my dad was like so pumped. you know,
Yeah.
just to be.
Talk about like beaming proud
Oh
dad.
yeah,
like,
totally. 100%.
O'Neill just emailed us, want to
Lucas,
sponsor
check
you?
us out. I got an
Yeah.
email from Garth Tarlow. He's the one that, head of marketing for O'Neill.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, that was like the best day of my entire life. 100%. Like it's still the best day of my entire life. You know. I just remember that and I was like, no way. So.
But you had met Garth already.
No,
You hadn't.
I hadn't met Garth.
Okay.
He had sent my dad an email, and then I remember driving up to the Irvine headquarters,
Mm-hmm.
and just talking to Garth, and I remember.
Wait, so after you met him, did you recognize him, like from the beach, like from contests and
Oh.
stuff, or never?
No, not
You never
really.
met
That
him
was like
before.
that day in Irvine was the first day I had met Garth.
Because Garth, as we were telling you before, like we had him on the podcast.
Yeah.
But he's like one of those guys.
Super scout.
He's like a scout, like a surf, like a prodigy whisperer. You know what I mean?
100%.
Like he knows talent, and
Yeah.
he sees
He's the
potential.
best at it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like he knows like who's gonna do what.
Totally.
You know, like oh that kid's gonna freaking.
I mean
blow up.
that's been his job forever, and that's where
100%.
that's. I mean, it's a special talent.
It's
he's got.
surprising though of how that is.
Yeah.
You know, learning that about Garth,
Yeah.
knowing him all these years, and then finding out like, wow, like Garth's pretty freaking intuitive. You know, like he knows his craft. He knows his
Better than anyone.
But yeah, I mean, I
Right.
can honestly say he's pretty freaking like.
He's probably the wisest person in the whole surf industry. Like.
Whoa, dude. Take it easy.
Oh, you guys are wise as well, but Garth is like.
You want a brown nose, but not that hard, bro.
Hey,
No.
When's your contract up?
No,
Better
100.
add a 0 to that one.
No, 100%. Like.
No, we know what you mean.
Like it's incredible. Like I
Yeah,
wish
he
I
gives
could.
you a lot of support and insight on
Yeah.
Everything, yeah. Surfboards, waves, like it's just incredible.
Yeah, for sure.
No,
Because
totally.
college and being well rounded and a good
Yeah.
person, and I mean
Yeah.
it's not just
Surfing, yeah.
wind and heat. It's
I forget the other people that has brought up Garth, but I remember Timmy Reyes,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Talking so highly about Garth and like, oh yeah, like, and I'm just like, damn, like, wow,
yeah.
that's really cool that Garth has that foresight and like putting people on and like helping them
Totally.
establish themselves and
So you roll up to
O'Neill.
O'Neill headquarters,
Yeah.
and I mean, is it just like wetsuits, clothes, like what's like, how'd it go down?
I remember I was able to pick out the clothes in the store right there because they have the store attached to the headquarters. So I picked out the clothes and then they shipped the wetsuits. It says they shipped the wetsuits from Santa Cruz.
Yeah.
So they shipped the wetsuits and it was just like, dude, I was
What wetsuits were you wearing before?
Oh, my entire life I've always worn back zips.
Back zips.
Yeah,
Okay.
I still wear back zips. It's like the only suit I wear. I just love them. Like,
I do that a lot still too.
Well, I mean, depending on the model and like size, the physique of somebody,
Yeah.
like it's hard because they're not as fitted.
Yeah.
As the back zips are more fitted than the chest zips.
Yeah.
Totally.
You know, because
Yeah.
They're just funky to get in and out of too.
oh,
Right?
man, I love them.
No.
Oh, the front
Shoulder
zips.
zips. Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes. Yeah, for sure. It's like I have broad shoulders, so I mean, it's just like I don't know. I've just always been a back zip guy.
Yeah. That's funny.
Yeah.
Grom like you still, holding on to the old school
Dude.
back zips.
Always.
I had a Japanese wetsuit. There was no zips, nothing.
No.
You just climbed through the neck.
What?
Yeah, and it had like
Turtleneck.
it was like, yeah, there's another piece that was a turtleneck like you tucked under, and then
Oh.
like that was tight. It was like the weirdest like.
Bad
leg,
design.
right? No, it was wrapped.
Good design.
Yeah,
Mm.
it was rude.
Japanese wetsuits back in the day were
Yeah.
like,
The
if you can get one,
Yeah.
they're the best. They're the warmest, softest,
Yeah.
most flexible. But now all wetsuit companies are pretty damn good.
Yeah, pretty much.
Have you guys tried the new Techno Butter 4?
Nope.
Look at this guy, dude.
Might have to hit Garth up about that one.
I can't anymore.
Yeah,
I'm a made man now.
Oh yeah, you. But
yeah.
Techno
We got
Butter
Ruka
4.
suits.
Oh, that's true.
Suits now.
Oh, that's true.
But maybe we'll do something with the podcast. Maybe
Yeah.
maybe we'll hit up Garth for a little giveaway.
Yeah.
I already hit
totally.
him up. He said he would.
Epic.
Of course he would.
You're gonna
He's
indulge in
solid.
the best wetsuit of your life.
Going back to your dad, like,
Yeah.
it's pretty cool because he's psyched on you,
Mm-hmm.
being a competitive surfer,
Totally.
and then seeing your progression and your winning contests, and then getting an email from the VP of marketing, pretty much.
Yeah.
That's pretty rad.
Oh, it's killer.
Yeah.
It was like the best.
And your mom's like, "What? He's what?"
Yeah. Yeah.
Because I mean, dude, that's thousands and thousands of dollars that he's
Yeah.
Totally.
Well,
Save.
just the contest fees alone, and then the travel and stuff, and
Yeah.
then the gear on top of that, it gets expensive.
Did you guys talk contract at all?
Oh no, not at all.
Yeah.
Not as him.
Yeah.
No, not at all. Yeah, I was just like, I'm
Freedom.
getting clothes and I'm getting wetsuits. I'm happy.
Yeah.
You know.
Now, were you ever getting coached at all, or?
Yeah, I was. I coached with John Daniels. Especially when I was that young, I was coaching with John every Friday, and we do like heats and we put jerseys on and just 20-minute 4-man heats.
Solo or group?
Groups.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I was doing
John Daniel?
Daniels.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Do you know who that is?
oh, he's a legend. So
Oceanside Loke?
yeah, I've been coaching with Katie Simmers since I've been like 9.
Wow.
Yeah.
So he's been your coach and Katie Simmers' coach
Yeah.
too?
Since we've been like 9.
Ooh.
Yeah. Or
This
even-
guy must know a little bit of something about coaching.
Yeah.
No,
For
yeah.
sure.
We just had our local coach, Christian Science.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah.
Epic.
Yeah,
That's so cool. Yeah, Christian's a legend.
he is too.
Yeah, he's super cool guy. But yeah, it was me, Katie Simmers, Ethan Prezzo, Todd's son,
Yeah.
and the fourth spot. I don't know. That one would always change out. It's like always someone else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But us three, it's been like.
So
forever.
Friday's is heat day.
Yeah,
Just-
Friday is always heat day from 4 to 6.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so cool.
Because going back to Oceanside,
Yeah.
like there's definitely been some amazing talent coming out of Oceanside.
For sure.
Mike Lambrisi,
Yeah.
Yeah. Right.
Taylor Knox, kind of, right?
Yeah, Taylor. Carl's
Chewy. Rena.
Chewy Reyna.
Kind of, like they all kind of.
Chewy. Yeah, Chewy's a legend.
For sure.
But there has been gaps of like, world class surfers.
Totally.
Right?
For sure. Yeah. 100%.
It's been a while
Yeah.
since we've had somebody like, oh, he's from Oceanside.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like we talk about this a lot because it's crazy because like Huntington Beach has produced a lot of like,
Yeah.
World Tour,
So many.
WQS.
Yeah.
But it's
Santa
got their
Cruz.
gaps too.
It's got their
Everywhere.
gaps.
Good.
But I mean,
A lot.
as far as like quantity
Yeah.
of surfers, not quality, but quantity of like tour surfers,
Yeah.
Santa Cruz, us, now San Clemente,
Yeah.
right? Like San Clemente just like spits out a world tour surfer every freaking couple months, seems
Yeah.
like.
Crazy.
Lowers, man.
They're not, lowers are so good.
But hopefully, are you in your local Oceanside Board Riders Club?
Oh my god, I'm gonna get so roused into this. Oh my god.
Too busy winning heats and other events.
No, not even. I because I'm sponsored by San Diego and Pete and everyone in Carlsbad. I ride for Carlsbad board riders.
Ooh.
Oh my god, I know.
A little confliction there.
So gnarly.
Wait. You're from Oceanside.
Yeah, I know, and I ride
You
for
live
Carlsbad.
in Oceanside.
Okay, no, but here, it's
Yeah, you're gonna get rousted.
Oh,
with
so
that.
roasted. I know. Everyone's gonna be like, damn. Okay, so
Because your sponsor's making you?
no, not making me, just because it's a personal decision. It's like Pete and JS as well, Heath and Brent. They both live in Carlsbad, and it's Todd. Everyone who I'm sponsored by
I know where you're at, but
lives in Carlsbad, and it's just the support from Carlsbad. So it's like, for me, it's like the weirdest thing if I were to like surf for Oceanside and be competing against the guys who support me.
yeah.
So
Wow,
it's
dude.
so gnarly.
You're letting your city down, bro.
Dude, I know, it's so bad. It's so bad. I feel so bad.
You can always jump ship anytime.
I could, but it's just like, oh,
Yeah. It's one of those things
I'm
when.
glad we brought that up.
I
Yeah.
know. It's so conflicting, right?
But that's what's so great about board riders because there's a lot of ties throughout different towns, And
100%. Yeah.
it could have been we have great HB talent and they were born and raised here and then they've been living in another town for 20, 30 years.
Totally.
Totally. Some decide to surf in that town and some come back,
Yeah,
So
for sure.
it's kind of all over the place.
Our buddy Bobby Lockhart, who's also a rep, and he's been living in Laguna forever, but he rides for
Oh, cool. Epic.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just
But
crazy.
like his kids and his whole family, like they're Laguna, like they grew up in
Yeah,
Laguna,
totally.
But his
But Oceanside's done a little bit better than Carlsbad, haven't they? Haven't they?
I don't know.
I
Carlsbad.
think they have.
I don't know about that. I think Carlsbad always does pretty good on the events.
I don't even remember the.
I kind of follow it pretty close. I think Oceanside's kind of taken to Carlsbad. I don't know.
I think, and the younger divisions, definitely Oceanside.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, they kill it. But in the older divisions, like the older guy division, like 50, like, Carlsbad can't beat them.
Yeah.
They're gnarly. They got Taylor. Like,
Yeah.
But San Clemente's the best one.
Yeah.
No one can beat San Clemente.
We love board riders clubs, and we're so stoked that
Yeah.
it's
Because of all those divisions, because of all the history,
Oh,
you got
totally, yeah.
like when the
Like,
50s roll out, I think the beach is just as roaring as like when the teens of the 20s go out.
100%. Yeah.
it's just you would never get the past, present, and future legends of our culture on the beach, like if it wasn't for things like
Yeah.
this.
Totally. It like sources like
And-
every person in our community.
And in those divisions, it's like you want to see everybody rip,
Yeah.
Yeah.
And when somebody flails, of course you're gonna like call it out. But when somebody kills it, like everybody's stoked.
Yeah.
Even though it's for another team, like you're still rooting for everybody to rip.
Yeah,
And that's
totally.
what's great. It's like it's all about winning as a team, but
Yeah.
you get. I think it's awesome when you see somebody you haven't seen surf, in quite a while, and they go
Yeah.
up and just get the score they needed. It just makes it so much.
Did you do the
Challenging.
All-Star thing at the West Coast Board Riders All-Star?
At Lower?
No, the one that was
Huntington,
the
right?
Jackson.
Oh, the
yeah.
Jacks.
Was it? No, I didn't do that one.
Okay.
No, I didn't. I remember. I don't even think Carlsbad did that one. I think there was something weird that had happened.
Yeah, they it was such like a spur of the moment
Yeah,
thing that
they couldn't get
picked out a
Steeler.
couple people.
Yeah.
Cherry
Yeah.
picked.
What's that?
They just made up.
They cherry picked like the West Coast guys.
Yeah.
I did get to surf it.
Oh.
Yeah, and I somehow scored a 777. So
Oh, lucky numbers.
dog.
Yeah.
In Vegas.
Wow.
yeah, this show's not about me, but
Was that on a podcast? Can we go back and
yeah, 777, bro.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to go.
No
back
big
and
deal.
watch
No big deal.
The archives. Let's go.
So that's funny. You write for Carlsbad. You live in Oceanside.
Yeah, I get Ross as like.
Katie Simmers write for Oceanside.
She writes for Oceanside.
Okay.
Yeah.
Does she ever heckle you about that?
Oh, dude,
Constantly?
I never heard the end of it. It's like
Yeah.
the most annoying thing for sure.
And Jamie Stone runs.
Oceanside.
Yeah.
Oceanside.
Oceanside, Buckeye, I forgot. It's so gnarly, I know.
OG. Yeah.
Yeah.
But again, that's what creates good drama. Like all of that. You
Yeah.
know, like there's some really good kids close by here, whether it's Fountain Valley or Costa Mesa, and they have options to go to.
Either.
Either. Like,
Yeah.
Even if they have Seal Beach, they want to go, or Huntington or Newport and stuff. So
Yeah.
kind of there's some wild cards out there. Everybody's
Oh, yeah.
trying to recruit.
Yeah.
Totally.
And you guys are so lucky for this to happen now at your age.
Yeah.
You'll grow up with it,
Oh, totally. That's an amazing story.
Yeah. And across the country, it's like catching fire.
East Coast is building.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally.
They just
Yeah.
ran a couple of events, I think.
Oh yeah.
I had a few, yeah.
Yeah. Florida's got like a ton. We've been seeing Virginia Beach and like South Carolina, North Carolina, so like it's going up and down the coast, East Coast too.
That's so cool.
So back to Louie. So you're starting to surf contests,
Yeah.
winning N.S.S.A's.
Sponsored by O'Neill now.
Oh, yeah.
What's like your first big win outside of like an open like nationals? You said at 8, or is that
No, that was just one of the season events. That
Oh,
was my
just
first
a
N.S.S.A. win.
okay?
So, and then after that, I think maybe the season after I won Open Regionals in boys division.
Nice.
So 10, and then I remember that like you get the big old gold cup, and you're so pumped. That's like the best trophy ever. So this day, it's like.
Are you ever winning the N.S.S.A's?
I won NSSA's.
Yeah?
No national championships though.
That doesn't surprise me, but
All the guys that did were they were good competitors.
Totally. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god. that list
Yeah.
is pretty gnarly.
Yeah. I made a few finals. Just to say I didn't win. Yeah. It's okay though.
And then Open Nationals, Explorer Nationals for boys, and then juniors, and then the last one I had won was juniors, and they ran it in North Carolina.
wow.
Yeah, OBX at Jeanette's Pier is where they ran the event.
And
And that
you
was the
won
last
that
one.
one?
Yeah, I won that one, and that was the last one I had done, which was during COVID. So they couldn't get a permit to run any of the events in Huntington or
I remember that.
California.
They had to do some on the East Coast.
yeah.
Yeah.
So they did the nationals on the East Coast, and then I had won that one, and then
And shout out to Janice Aragon
oh my gosh, yeah,
and Gayleen.
Yeah.
Legends.
Just all these years of working and doing all they do for amateur surfing.
Crazy.
It's
yeah.
so
It's a
awesome.
grind. But
Yeah.
they love it.
Yeah.
They love
Yeah.
it. It's so cool.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
she was, Janice was a freaking gnarly surfer herself
Yeah.
too. So
She ripped.
she rips.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, the most core surf people ever.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
core.
But to have to relocate and put all that together, logistics and stuff, and
Yeah.
they
Yeah.
could have said China, and you know what, we'll just take a break, to
Totally.
kind of keep the momentum going is great.
Yeah.
yeah, props to them.
Where there's a will, there's a way.
Yeah.
And they found it, and hats off to them.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah, my kids play water polo. We were flying to Vegas and Utah to go play. It was
Oh.
like,
Gnarly.
just to go do tournaments because you couldn't do anything.
Yeah.
They had to practice, and you're in chlorine, you're in a pool. No touching, no sharing the ball and stuff. You're like, wait, what?
What?
Yeah, it was crazy.
Wow.
Like,
Some
Yeah.
crazy things during that time.
Yeah.
Oh,
We look back on it and just
I mean, they
Flip out.
closed Huntington. We were out surfing. They kicked us
Dude.
out. We're like, we're getting kicked out of the ocean.
You guys were kicked out even longer though, right?
Oh, way longer. I remember having to drive up to Huntington, and the craziest thing was there was no traffic. There was literally no one driving.
Yeah.
And gas was super cheap as well.
Yeah.
And I just remember having to drive up to Huntington just to surf.
Yeah.
So we just spent all day at Huntington and then drive back home.
Yeah.
It was taking us like 50 minutes to get there. It was like ridiculous.
Yeah. And looking back, you know, you forget some of those things that we were
Yeah.
told to do, but you're just like, what?
Well,
Like, we really did that?
but it also just happened like that into March and April. Like it was going off.
Oh my god. I
It
remember.
was
The waves?
The waves were
Yeah.
going. It never got pumping,
Yeah.
but it was like perfect A-frames with like no deep spot, like corners all the way through into the shore. Like the
Yeah.
shore break, if it was head high outside, the shore break was like chest high.
Yeah.
It just the wave didn't change, and it was like that for weeks.
I think looking back, I remember all the beaches, LA, down south,
Yeah.
I think they were all closed.
Yeah.
Huntington was the only one that was really open.
Yeah.
And when we finally got shut, it wasn't really shut.
Yeah,
Remember?
they tried.
Like, they tried.
Yeah.
Like, you could surf from like 6 in the morning to like,
Lifeguards around
10 or
9 or
11 or
10, they
12.
start like, okay, we gotta keep you out. And,
Yeah.
This is so weird.
Some of the best waves I've ever seen in Oceanside.
So how,
during that time.
so how did that affect like your, so there was a year or two there was no contest really, or a year no contest, or?
Yeah, I think it almost like improved my surfing, because it's like I never really have that aspect of going and training where like in a contest I'm really like focusing on heat and all that kind of stuff. Always doing heat training, and that during that time I was able to like work on my surfing, which was crazy. So
yeah, technique and
Yeah.
yeah.
which is
'Cause-
insane.
Your coach is, sorry, John Daniels?
Yeah, John.
Okay. And I mean, obviously he knows what he's doing. He's training you and he's training Kate Simmers.
Yeah.
Like, you guys are the up and coming,
Mhm.
world tour threats.
Ooh.
But yeah, competitive surfing is so weird, right?
Yeah, totally.
Like
100%.
it isn't like any other sport.
Yeah, you could totally get caught in the cycle of just practicing, competing and like learning strategy and priority and all this kinds of stuff. And
Which
then
doesn't make surfing fun.
It doesn't make it fun.
But
I
it's a
love it.
game.
It's like
Yeah.
my favorite.
Yeah.
I love doing it. I love
Yeah.
coaching and I love
Because
doing it.
it's
just
yeah,
like
You
my
do
life.
go work with him too?
Yeah, every Friday.
well, yeah,
Always.
you see it in result, like when you're doing well,
Yeah.
It's not. It is subjective still because obviously the judging is subjective,
Totally.
but it's you and however many other athletes in the water, and there's your time limit.
Yeah.
It's like
Catch
it's-
2 waves.
2 waves.
Yeah.
It's so great. Only 2 waves.
And so tell us about your first surf trip abroad.
My first surf trip. Oh, I remember exactly. I was 12, and I went to El Salvador with O'Neill.
Nice.
And I went with Kei Kobayashi, Bash Mendez, Robbie McCormick, Rasta Rob, and Corey Lopez.
Rasta Rob.
Rasta Rob.
Was he good back then?
Oh, dude, the most crazy errors you'd ever seen in your entire life.
Because
Like, the biggest errors.
he never came up on the radar until like the past 2 years. In
Totally.
my radar, at least.
100%. Yeah,
Right?
I
Like-
think that's for a lot of people as well because of the stab high and
Yeah.
whatnot. But dude, like his errors have always just been like out of this world. Like literally, just like you would trip out.
Everybody's here,
Yeah.
and he's like just
Yeah.
above and beyond.
So you were the grom of the
Oh
group.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. The biggest
Who was
drop.
the chaperone? Like, who, your dad go or
Lopi. Corey Lopez.
No
yeah.
way.
Yeah, we went with Lopi.
epic?
Legend.
Yeah, totally. And that was my first surf trip. It was so fun. Just like
Waves were good.
yeah, super fun the whole time. I surfed Punta Roca like at that time. I thought it was like the biggest waves I've ever surfed. It was huge. I got so smoked, like broke my board. I remember, got tumbled across those like boulder-sized rocks. There was
Is that where they held the event? No.
which one?
The
The WSL.
yeah.
Yeah, there was like
that
the CT event.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Same, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yep.
Big boulders.
Yeah, those waves are good.
Yeah, they're crazy good.
I mean, I think
Yeah.
the con has got average to okay, you know, like compared to how it gets, but it was still good.
Yeah.
Like, I mean,
we would love to
Pinto
surf that wave.
was
The way it was.
Yeah. No, that wave.
I know it gets better, but
Yeah, it gets way better that wave. That wave's really good. I don't know. I wouldn't necessarily like be all super pumped to like go there or anything, you know. But yeah, the waves over there get super fun for sure.
yeah.
So O'Neill trip, was that like a Easter break, summer break, or like
Yeah, it's summer.
summer?
Yeah, summer break, and yeah, just that was my first surf trip, and just being able to spend time with Corey. I remember just like trying to learn as much as I could. You know what I mean? Just like pick his brain. I was probably so annoying. Like,
What do you do here? What do you do there?
yeah,
Oh,
100%.
chumps that one you got the shot?
yeah, just all that kind of stuff. Like, I was probably so irritating, just like asking all these questions. But I mean, it's what you got to do.
Yeah.
You got to pick their brain.
5.19 a quarter, 2 and a quarter. That one you're doing the.
Yeah. So funny.
Who were your like heroes when you were growing up, looking up at?
So many. I had so many. Jordy, for sure. I mean, I remember there's this one shot where I was at lowers and I was paddling back out, and I was just like such a grom. I was paddling out in the worst spot ever, just right on the right, and Jordy did like a huge air over me. Yeah, and I wasn't even sponsored by O'Neill at that time either. I was probably like 8. I was paddling back out, and I had an O'Neill wetsuit on. And they took the photo, and it was just Jordy, and I'm looking up like this at the top of the lip, and
No
he did
way.
air over me.
You're in the photo?
Yeah, I'm in the photo. I'm just looking at him like that. So it's crazy.
Seeing just a big man come at you and freaking launch
Oh,
over you,
yeah.
like in that. Yeah.
Yeah, he was just flaring that day. He just did the biggest air over me, and I was so pumped on that photo. Like, dude, look,
He's
Mom,
been kind of
look.
silent, like, you know, because of injuries these last couple of years, but I
Mhm.
mean, he's dropped some clips at like J Bay
He's
and
fucking phenomenal,
He's-
man.
like
Yeah.
so
Like-
gnarly.
Yeah. For a big guy, he does big, heavy turns,
Yeah.
For him, to,
powerful turns, and then the most wicked aerials.
Air game,
Yeah, his air game's as good as anybody else's.
for sure.
the
Yeah.
best.
Yeah.
You saw that on Stab, Rai, the photographer,
Yeah.
said the best surfing he's ever seen was him and Jordy and Julian Wilson,
Oh my god.
and they were in Reunion Island on that airwave, and it's it's all windy,
Yeah.
but perfect airwaves, and he goes, that is the most progressive, innovative, most
Yeah.
amazing surfing he'd ever seen and photographed ever.
Yeah.
I'm like, wow, Jordy and Julian,
Yeah.
that's amazing.
It's insane.
Yeah, those two and Dane were kind of the 3 like superstars of that era.
That-
you know?
yeah.
Like they all came at different, all really close together, but like all emerged in their own.
Yeah. So Jordy was your hero at the time.
Yeah, Jordy and Mick.
Yeah.
I was just like, I'm still just Mick is like my favorite.
Yeah.
He's such a good surfer. So good. Like his style, like how he does his turn, how he does like how he arcs his carves, his bottom turn, just like everything.
Technical.
So you're 17.
Yeah.
When you're, that age earlier, like when he did the air over your head, like what forms of media were you looking at for surfing? Like what content? Where were you getting your like entertainment and your is it
YouTube.
magazines?
Yeah, YouTube,
YouTube.
100%.
YouTube? Yeah.
I would just, I don't even think I like even followed anything like that. I would
Yeah.
just like search up my favorite surfer and watch like the best video of him on repeat. You know what I
Because
mean?
Surfline was starting to kind of get into the content. I mean, they
Totally.
were, but they weren't investing a ton like they are now, you know?
Yeah.
Which, I mean, now if you go in 10 years fast forward, a lot of kids are probably going to say, Surfline and Stab
Yeah.
for sure would be in that mix. But, YouTube is still like,
And YouTube is free.
yeah.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
100%.
Well, it's all self-promotion too, or just people like just put it on there just because they can, because it's free.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So back to surf trips. That was your first one.
Yeah.
Have you made it out to the Mentawais or?
No, I've never
You
done
haven't?
it. No.
Wow.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like,
Well, you
Let's
got-
call Garth right now and get you booked on one, bro.
Well, you gotta think he's,
pumped.
the last couple of years probably been tough to travel, and for that is pretty young grom.
Well, there's 13, 14, 15.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, you're
Dude.
blowing it.
I don't know.
O'Neill's lagging, bro.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think it's like, I don't know. When you go out there, the biggest thing is like creating content, and I feel like you have to be surfing pretty damn good to be making the best content, you know. So I think probably right now and within the next year, I'll definitely get out there, just you know, because I'm starting to surf.
Bro.
Like,
You have to make it to the Mentawais.
yeah, totally.
You have to make it to Bali. Because not only is it the world's best waves,
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's the best food, the best culture.
Really?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Wow. I would love
A
to
full
experience that.
package.
Totally.
You know, like, have you done a boat trip before?
No boat trips.
Yeah.
Yeah, no boat trips.
There's so many boxes you gotta check.
Oh, so many. I know.
And with your talent, you're gonna get there, you know?
Totally, yeah. That's what I'm like so excited about right now. Is like all the opportunity ahead.
Yeah.
You know, like not only with just competing, but you know, just getting to go surf those waves. I'm
Yeah.
like, I've never been more obsessed with like just surfing than I am right now. You
Yeah.
know? So it's like,
Well, you're way far from being in your prime,
totally, yeah.
but like your experience of traveling and surfing all those places
yeah,
is gonna make you that much better of a surfer
yeah,
down the line.
100%.
Right?
Yeah.
So Australia? No Australia yet?
No Oz.
Wow.
Which is crazy because also I coach a lot with Luke Stedman.
Okay.
I do a lot of coaching with Luke and a lot of workouts with Luke actually. And he just moved back over there.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. He just moved back over there and he started his surf black ball training, which is an online program that you could subscribe to and do workouts and you know, learn about your diet and a whole bunch of stuff.
Mm.
So it's
Awesome.
yeah, super cool. So hopefully, yeah, Oz. I would love to do that.
Yeah.
Sounds absolutely incredible.
I mean,
Well, there's a bunch
this
of
guy
juniors.
over here,
Yeah, I went there many years in a row. It was good.
That's so sick.
So good.
like he got to travel the world like 10 times over.
Oh
Yeah.
my gosh, that's so cool.
Yeah.
How many boat trips have you gone on, bro?
Probably 9.
Wow. That's so
And how many times to Australia?
Probably 9.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's so
He's
cool.
done some things over here.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's insane.
Reading Island, probably 4.
What's your favorite wave?
South
dance?
Africa, probably like 6 times.
J-Bay?
J-Bay.
Yeah. Have you been to J-Bay
Oh,
yet?
yeah.
You have?
Yeah.
Whoa, there we go.
Yeah, last year I went to J-Bay.
Yeah.
Wow.
Now,
With O'Neill?
Yeah.
Sick.
Yeah. So,
yeah, I made a final there at J-Bay, bro.
The show's not about
Yeah.
you, dude.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah.
J-Bay final.
It was a 2-star though. It was like no points, but
Oh.
it was still just me and 3 other dudes.
Oh, that's
Who's in
insane.
the final?
Local guy, God, who won it that year?
What was it called?
Shane. It was a Billabong.
Juniors or
No, Billabong Billabong
Country
event.
Feeling?
Yeah, just like a Billabong 2-star.
Sick.
It was like before there was primes and stuff. They just rated it 1 to 5, and it was a low scoring or low points.
What'd you get?
I got 4th.
Why are you laughing, bro?
Dude, I'm not laughing. You're laughing.
I think Shane Lopez got 3rd, and then
Oh,
the
shit.
1st and 2nd were locals.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
Hey, you made the final, Mark.
It was
That's something.
it was low tide
At
kind of
J-Bay.
wave start. If it's like
Ah.
head high, shoulder high, it's kind of right on dry
Yeah.
reef, and it was definitely, we all didn't get like the best opportunity. Like
Totally.
previous, yeah, I got like a 10 in my quarterfinal,
Ooh.
like, and
That's so sick.
yeah, I mean, yeah, like there was proper.
Don't
waves.
make stuff up, Mark.
Yeah.
Come on.
There was proper waves like in earlier rounds.
You really got a 10?
Yeah,
That's crazy.
yeah,
Doesn't surprise me.
yeah.
I feel like that wave would be
On a wave, I wasn't even all the way back out. Like I
No
paddled
way.
halfway back out. A set swung wide, and then I pretty much took off into the barrel and got barrel for whole super tubes and kicked out, and yeah,
claim it.
probably. I don't even know.
So sick.
Yeah, like everybody got clean, and I was just on the paddle back out and swung and got it. It was just like, yeah, it's one of those things where
Can we listen to his
Yeah.
experience on?
no, yeah.
No, that's so sick. I feel like J-Bay would be like the gnarliest wave in an event. It's probably, I don't know, I feel like just like lining up there is probably so hard. You
Yeah.
definitely have to
Everything.
everything out there is
So you went last year?
yeah, last year.
Sick.
It was so
Just free surf? Did you do the, I don't know, was it the
The Bolito?
Bolito Pro? I see
Yeah.
Bolito. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I didn't do any of the events, but I just stayed in J-Bay and just surfed, you know, J-Bay for I stayed there for 2 months.
What?
Yeah, I went for 2 months, and I stayed in Jordy's house.
The perks
his
of
dad
riding for
house.
O'Neill.
Yeah, so
Nice.
cool. I know. During that time,
Was he there too?
no, Jordy had he tweaked his knee, and he was actually in California doing physical therapy. Rehab, yeah. So he's doing rehab over here in Cali. So, no, but I was able to stay in his house, and oh my gosh, that was the best trip of my life.
Yeah.
That was so cool.
2 months.
2 months. Oh my gosh, it was crazy.
Who was your chaperone?
This guy Anthony Ant. Everyone calls him Ant.
Okay.
And he chaperoned us at J Bay, and dude.
Did you go surf some other waves around the coast?
We surfed St. Francis.
Okay.
Cape St. Francis?
Yeah, St.
No
Francis,
way.
and that wave, that beach break, just left of that.
Yeah.
It was super fun.
Sharky.
Super. Well, at least everyone said there was no sharks there, but I got crazy shark vibes. Like, so scary.
Beach break that's like proper, like almost like a European beach break. Like,
Oh, really?
Yeah, so gnarly.
Yeah.
Super shallow,
Yeah.
crazy ledges everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's scary though. Like,
2 months.
yeah, crazy. Oh my gosh, we experienced
So
everything.
last year you were 16 years old.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Mom and Dad said, "Yeah, go for it. Get out of here."
I went with my grandma. How gnarly is that?
You went with your grandma?
Yeah, I went with my grandma. She like,
I'll take it.
Yeah.
yeah, it was,
That's rad.
yeah, it was crazy.
Diagrams.
That's cool.
Yeah, she's like so old. And she took us and just chaperoned us while we were there, and dude, it was.
Go
and-
safari.
yeah, we went to Kruger
Yeah.
National Park. It was crazy.
That's rad.
Yeah. While we were there, our house got broken into too.
Oh.
It was so crazy. We were in the house. It was like 2 a.m, and like they just took like all the electronics. Like it was crazy. But they were in and out. It was like we hadn't even known that. Like,
It was
happened.
Wow.
It was crazy.
It was a calculated rip-off, huh?
Yeah, yeah.
Sketchy.
But like
2 months. That's a long time.
oh, it was a super long time. Yeah,
And you must have got good waves.
oh yeah. I swear, like the waves are good there, like all the time.
Yeah.
Like
How big did you get J-Bay?
oh, as big as you could get it.
Really?
Yeah, like it was closing out almost. It was like so gnarly. Even when it's like massive, it doesn't really close out. It just
Yeah.
kind of gets a little bit like more bent out. But it was huge. Yeah.
Yeah, the paddle
And you were out
up
there.
at the top, way up at the top.
Yeah, well, I tried to, but that crowd's so gnarly. They don't let you sit up there.
No, just to get out, like
Oh yeah.
because the keyhole.
Oh,
that
past
area,
Boneyard's
yeah,
area.
Yeah.
We paddled out. I made it through the keyhole. I
Mhm.
tried the keyhole and I made it out, but my friends like got rolled.
Yeah.
They got rolled over the bricks and they had to go over past Boneyards and paddle out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that wave is one of the best waves in the world.
100%.
And you got it. I mean, 2 months, you must have gotten
Yeah,
it
fire.
amazing.
Just amazing, yeah, so good.
So you've gotten the longest barrels of your life.
there, yeah,
Yeah.
for sure. Like that one
You got
section.
some cool photos from there?
Yeah,
Video?
totally. Video. We were filmed. Nick Christie filmed us, who's a local over there, and he's an incredible cinematographer and photographer. He's the best. And yeah, just that car park section like gets so square, like
Yeah.
on the inside. It's so crazy.
So square.
So square.
Gosh, imagine.
And you get to go as fast as your board and body can physically go.
Yeah.
You don't even think you could do turns on the
Yeah.
wave. You're going so fast, and you like set for your bottom turn, and you're just going up the face. You know.
Yeah.
So.
Did
gnarly.
you catch it like glassy too?
Yeah, like where there's like no super hard offshore, so
Yeah.
it's just dead wind. Yeah, we even got it like one day.
How much better is it? Do you like it offshore or do you like it glassy?
Oh, I love the offshore.
You do?
Yeah, the
Okay.
offshore is so. It's like just everything about the offshore is so cool. I love it. Just like the sound even is so
Yeah.
sick.
It gets pretty gnarly though. The
Yeah.
wind and the
Yeah.
sun.
I would rather have it just sheet glass.
Yeah, but it
It'd be
actually
so
helps.
weird.
It actually helps a wave kind of form and hold up, and
Yeah.
helps you kind of make sections. I mean, it is good glassy for sure. It's just, yeah. I mean, it's a good wave, obviously, to practice technique and
100%.
rail surfing and timing and
Barrels.
yeah.
So good.
How many boards did you bring?
brought five boards.
Break any?
Yeah, I broke like 3.
Did you get any boards built over there? Because it's
I tried a couple of the local guys' boards. It's just like swapping boards, you know, like some of the Smith shapes. Yeah, it was super fun.
Smith shapes?
Yeah, Smith shapes. Yeah, so cool.
because that was like one of our like I don't know kind of things. We'd go and order boards. Like you bring your shaper and then you just order boards from like the local
So cool.
shaper because
That's
you figure like
They know what
they're gonna
to
know
make.
what's up. It's just good to kind of have a little bit of a balance. And
Yeah, totally.
yeah, I remember getting boards there that are really inexpensive compared to here because of the dollar, how
Yeah.
strong the money was there. But yeah, I got some incredible boards.
That's so cool.
Peter Daniels, it's like one of the old school.
So, you guys don't have magazines in your generation.
No, not at all.
Yeah, Instagram, TikTok,
Yeah.
YouTube.
Yeah.
What
It's
else?
like-
What else is there?
Snapchat, I guess.
Snapchat.
I don't have either of those. TikTok or Snapchat. I don't have them.
Yeah.
Just
Good.
so-
Distractions.
Yeah, it's just so annoying. They're
Yeah.
the worst apps ever. They're actually so bad. Like TikTok's probably the worst one, I think.
Yeah.
Snapchat's pretty bad too, actually.
Yeah.
So, are you homeschooled or are you going to school?
Oh, I'm homeschooled.
Okay.
I go to Coastal Academy, and I do a program through Coastal Academy called N.S.A, and that's just where I do all my school. Just do that program.
Have you ever gone to school?
Yeah.
Okay.
I went to St. Mary's. It's kind of like a
Private school?
in Oceanside. Yeah, and then but schools are pretty bad in Oceanside. Like that, especially the high school is pretty bad. Oceanside
Yeah.
High, it's not the best. My sister goes to Cathedral, which is like a private school in Delmar. But I've always pretty much after St. Mary's I've done homeschool.
Yeah.
Is that program like? Do you have to show up to like tutoring or school like at all or?
Yeah, they offer tutoring programs
Yeah.
if you need help with anything, but I never really need help. And every 6 weeks, which is like every quarter, we do you know.
I think I'm hearing thunder.
I know, me too.
Did you hear it? Or
Yeah, I
tripping?
kind of heard it.
I
That
thought it was like somebody's trash can.
No,
gnarly.
it's thunder.
This clouds are pretty gnarly.
Yeah.
Well, that's cool. That gives you a lot of flexibility to
Yeah.
travel. Like obviously 2 months in
Yeah.
J-Bay, and then
Child prodigies usually are homeschooled.
Totally.
you know,
Some of them.
100%. No,
Yeah.
100%.
yeah,
Dude, public school is like it's impossible. Like it's so. I mean, the school isn't impossible,
Yeah.
but the schedule is. Like, there's
Yeah.
no way I could be able to do public. Like,
I missed so much my senior year. I barely got by that, like, because there was a certain day that
Yeah.
I think after X amount, because they lose money every day
Yeah,
you're not
yeah.
there.
Yeah. Because the homeschooling thing. Wow.
Told you.
Yeah.
see,
The homeschooling thing didn't really start until like, what, 5-10 years ago? Maybe longer?
Yeah.
But not that far. Like in
I
your
just-
day, there wasn't really homeschooling.
There was, but it was not, you would get your paperwork and book and you check in like once a week.
Yeah.
Not that I did that, but I'm just saying, like,
Totally.
I just remember, yeah, it was not like now with all the information at your keyboard and computer and
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
way better now, for sure.
Totally.
Well, that's awesome. I mean, that gives you, again, like a lot of freedom.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, 100%.
Because your goal is to be a professional surfer,
Yeah,
right?
100%.
And you want to be a WCT.
Caliber surfer.
Yeah.
Yeah. Totally.
Yeah.
That's my goal.
So today,
Yeah.
your sponsors still O'Neill,
Mhm.
still San Diego, and you ride JS
Surfboards.
Industries. Yeah. When did you hook up with JS?
Probably 2 years ago. Yeah, I mean, I remember right when they were building the JS garage, which is over there in Oceanside. Heath and everyone is when I met them, and so it just worked out really well. And I was pumped to be able to ride the board.
Yeah.
For sure.
Well, look at the lineup of rippers on those boards too.
Yeah.
You know, like there's so many good shippers and everything, but it's always nice to be part of a bigger team that
100%.
you have that.
Yeah.
What boards do you ride? Like what model?
Oh, my favorite model is the Monster. It's like the most high performance board they have. So it's like rockery and just that board goes. I
So,
don't know.
do you have like, for us old guys, we got, for every foot of surf, I have kind of almost a different board. Not quite, but
Totally.
like,
Yeah, for sure.
do you have like a groveler that you would ride in like
Yeah.
waist high and below, like an epoxy EPS, or like something wide and short? And
Yeah. So JS has the model called the Zero. It's the new model. They just started doing the Zero probably like 6 months ago, and it's their kind of California shortboard. It's like
flatter,
usually
wider,
flatter, wider, a little shorter than what you usually ride.
2-3 inches.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I don't see, again, little young whips that are all fit and light, and I don't see too many of them like on little crossers.
Yeah.
Totally.
Yeah, you don't have. It seems like guys like you ride just regular fucking boards.
Yeah, standard,
Like-
just a stock shorty. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, like 99% of the time I ride my Monster.
Yeah.
Just like California, especially Oceanside, doesn't really get.
Is there a pro connected to the Monster?
I think Julian or Parco.
I have no idea.
Yeah, I think.
Because I know like they all have their own like signature.
I think Julian's or I don't know. I think Julian rides it a ton, the Monster, but
Yeah.
it's probably Parco or. Yeah, it's probably Parco.
Yeah.
He's so.
Did you get to go to the event
Yeah,
this past weekend?
that was the coolest thing ever.
Gosh, I wanted to go, but someone was in Hawaii, and
Oh,
we were gonna try to set up a podcast with those legends, but like I said, someone was in Hawaii, so
yeah. It was insane. Like, I was surfing in my backyard with like the people I look up to in surfing.
Yeah.
Parco, Aki, Dusty Payne. Dude, I was just like the
Dusty Payne was there too.
Yeah, Dusty was there too.
Sick.
Wow.
It was so sick, and
How's he surfing?
ripping.
Yeah, and you guys got good waves.
Yeah, and it was firing waves. It was like grade A Oceanside Pier, and yeah, Dusty was ripping though.
Oh, didn't Board Riders Club have an event?
Yeah, Oceanside did like a tag team event with
But
Parco
she didn't
and
do
Aki.
it.
No, I judged. I was like, oh my god.
They let you judge?
Yeah, I judged. Aki's team won. The grom on Aki's team won.
That's
Yeah, it was
awesome.
so killer. It was like the coolest thing ever. I was like, watching Parco and Aki, talk to all the groms, and so psyched to go surf. It was,
Yeah.
It was so epic.
Trying to pull up the Monster.
Are they still here, you think? Are they gone?
I know Parco left. Aki was here yesterday. Surfed with him in the morning, and then
I'm sure he's gonna probably.
he's
go
probably
pretty
gone. I know JS came as well, Jason.
soon. Yeah.
He was there, and I think he's going up to Northern California right
Cool.
now. Yeah.
Gonna do a little tour.
Yep. A little
Yeah.
camping, I think. So,
So what are you doing these days? What contests? N.S.S.A's?
Prime.
yeah, primes. N.S.S.A. It's just so expensive. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just
What are the events? 150? 200?
200, I think. Yeah, they're super expensive, the events, and so especially starting with the QSs as well, I'm just saving money and selecting the events
Yeah.
I want to do for sure. And yeah, just like if I could, I would 100% do all the events. Like especially the opens. I would do the opens for sure, but just they're so expensive. And nationals is even more. Nationals alone, I think, is like 1,500.
What?
Yeah,
It's so nuts.
for 2 divisions.
Tell Pete and tell Garth to kick down.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think for
Hey,
them,
save that money and go on a surf trip.
100%, 100%. Yeah, I think for them, it's
Yeah. What,
like the events aren't as like
like outside of having the contest results and stuff, like,
Yeah.
is there obligations to sponsors about putting out content, or is that just kind of on you, or how does it like work for a young?
O'Neill, out of all the brands, I feel like O'Neill would probably be the most, relaxed in terms of like the amount of posts you have to do a month.
Yeah.
Like, of course, I'm not gonna like go Misto guy,
Yeah.
and not have anyone know what
You
I'm
want to be
doing.
relevant and
Totally, but
So-
I every year I try to put surf film together, and I tried to premiere it. So and then
Have you made some?
yeah, I made 2. I did the one from J Bay, premiered that one at JS Garage,
Sick.
and then I just went to Mexico, Selena Cruz, and I just premiered that one at Shoots. Yeah, Shoots Fish and Beer, which
Sick.
is just across the street from
Yes.
JS.
I just watched a couple of those clips. Holy crap, he scored.
It was firing.
Dude. This
What
guy's
are they-
airdropping in the pits and there's rail turns and rail grab. I was like, wow.
Did you just Google it or?
I
or
was
YouTube it?
looking at Instagram earlier and yeah.
It was really
Oh,
good.
there's-
Yeah, we got some really good waves from that.
What were they called? The J-Bay movie, what was it called?
So both of the edits were a part of a series O'Neill does called The O'Neill Kids Are Alright. So it was just a part of that series.
Sick.
Yeah. It's super cool because they used to do that series. They've been doing that series forever.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it has like at the start of the edit that cool like O'Neill Kids Are Alright graphic. It's like the coolest thing ever.
Okay.
So pumped.
Yeah, it's a good way to kind of promote like the kids individually, kind of highlight.
Totally.
spotlight.
Yeah, and I on those trips with me, I went with Dimitri. I went to South Africa with Dimitri,
Yeah.
and then for Mexico, I went with Shion Crawford, Robert Grillo, and Dimitri again.
Sick.
It was so fun.
Who
Yeah.
chaperoned him next? Your dad? 'Cause I'm like, dude, I want my kid to go travel. I'm like, I'll take you.
No, my dad didn't go. We went with it was just us, and then I guess the filmer chaperoned us. Minnie, we went with Minnie, Minnie Blanchard, and Peyton Willard. He's a filmer from the East Coast.
Yeah.
So basically, they chaperoned us, and we stayed at Selena Cruz Surf Camp, and they drive you to all the waves. You know?
Yeah.
So it's like waves, hotel, waves, hotel.
Yeah.
I want to go there so bad.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
It's like
That was this past summer?
Yeah.
Nice.
It was a month or 2 ago. 2 months ago.
So
Good
what-
for you.
Yeah.
And then so you're obviously going to finish high school and you have aspirations to go to college.
Yeah, totally. 100%
Depending on
get on the CT though.
yeah.
It's like, yeah, college is cool, and like after, I think
After your pro career.
after my pro career, go to school.
Well, I'm
And-
sure you can at least get a couple of your AA online and
Yeah,
kind
totally.
of,
Some stuff online
you
for
try to
sure.
do
But
some.
it's like,
Your
it's,
focus is to
yeah,
yeah.
yeah, I'm gonna be on the tour. I think school in itself is like a whole job. It's super gnarly.
Yeah.
Just as it is, professional surfing.
Everything's
So
yeah.
you can't balance both, and you have to have your mind 100% on what you want to accomplish. So.
What's your next event?
For the WSLs, the QS, the Coldwater Classic. That's the 1,000. So I'm pumped for that.
So it's back?
It's back.
Sick.
O'Neill's hosting it. It's
Nice.
so sick.
So you got a wild card?
I signed up for the event. I didn't get a wild card, but
Hey, I made the final at the lane.
no way.
Yeah.
You did?
It's always
Hey,
about
The
you.
right hand points.
I got
killed
4.
it.
Why are you laughing?
Hey, Chris Drumby got 3rd, Rufo got 2nd, Pete Mel won.
Wow.
2 locals again
Wow.
dominated the lineup.
Condor.
Yeah.
Wow.
Those guys just dominated the lineup.
That's so funny.
Oh, I saw
Yeah.
Rufo and Selena Cruz.
Yeah.
I saw Rufo 2 weeks ago at Waddell Creek.
Oh, sick.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah,
Man,
those
what a
guys are
legend.
legend.
Oh yeah.
Oh my gosh, the intimidation with the local crowd
Oh,
and there, it was insane.
So gnarly.
Yeah.
So that's the next event?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then when you turn pro,
Mhm.
like I'm sure you're getting advice from John Daniels,
Yeah.
and Garth.
Yeah.
Like, what's your next steps of turning pro?
Is it Pro Juniors?
Yeah, so that's the weirdest thing. Like, for the QS events, the pro juniors are like, there's some at some. There's not a whole lot of them, which is super weird because I feel like that would be an awesome stepping stone, to be able
Yeah.
to do some pro juniors. I think in next year's season schedule, there's a lot more. I think there was like 2. Maybe I don't even think there has been one this year.
Yeah.
So it's just being able to do the pro juniors, do well in those, and then qualify for the Challenger Series as soon as I can. Because the waves for the North American
Yeah.
so good.
How do you qualify for the Challenger Series?
You have to be top 15 or 10
10.
in your region.
Top 10 in your region. So
Okay.
through the qualifying series We're in North America.
So cold water, and then I don't know if Pismo's still on,
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
So
you know, a couple of the others.
Doesn't Pismo like have 2 or 3 contests? No.
No,
No.
but they have to do the 1,000 or whatever and be top 10 to get on the like challengers.
Wow.
Because they take a few from every. So
Yeah. So
Crazy.
it's I think the events are Pismo, Outer Banks, Virginia, Dominican Republic,
yeah.
and Barbados.
Ooh, Sioux Bowls?
Sioux Bowls.
Oh.
That's a good wave.
Oh,
Yeah.
you been
That's the
there?
best wave. Yeah, I went there last
So
year.
good.
I was that's a really good wave.
So good. I'll go there. I'll sit there.
Yeah.
It's really good.
Yeah. Kelly Slater told us the best video part and best surfing he's ever done is at Sioux Bowls.
Oh my gosh.
And
Taylor said-
he filmed his whole part in just like a two sessions or
Yeah.
something like that.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Wow.
Taylor Steele, we had him on the podcast too, and he was saying how
And it looked like backdoor. It was so gnarly.
yeah, how Kelly like surfed for like 4.5 hours, got out for like a half hour, and then surfed for another 4.5 hours.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Just
You know,
marathon sesh.
Yeah, I know. I mean, I don't know what movie it is. Maybe it was in
Campaign,
Maybe it was so gnarly. Yeah, but that's a great way.
Yeah.
Totally. Yeah.
So yeah, those contests you named,
Mhm.
is that all next year or?
Yeah, so I think where we are in the season, we're like halfway through the season, or maybe even like the cold water is probably. I think there's 2 more events in this
This year?
part this year,
Okay.
and then the next part of the season starts.
Okay. So have you started trying to qualify?
I've started trying to gain points and ranking, as so I can be seeded for the events. So I think next year. Well, there's 2 events to go, so I'm not gonna knock
Jinx
on
it.
wood.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hopefully I'm seeded for the events next year,
Yeah.
which I'm sure.
Yeah.
Even next year is your
Yeah,
your
year.
focus of like trying to make the Challenger Series.
Yeah, next year I'm
Yeah.
going for it.
Even a round or 2 seed is such a relief off of like
Yeah.
the stress and you know like it just helps, you know.
Totally. Yeah.
Yeah. You kind of helps you assess the conditions and
Yeah, it just takes a little pressure off. Like, you know, first round, you're like, dude, I got to make like 6 heats just to even get something versus like 2 or 3 heats or
Yeah.
4. You know, it just kind of better in that mindset. Just
Yeah.
stepping stones.
For sure.
have you ever had a job?
I work for
Surfing,
Yeah, surfing.
school.
Yeah, surfing in school. That's my job.
Parents are, you know, sponsored to take care of you, which is good.
Totally. Yeah.
Sponsored by mom and dad.
My parents are, you know, totally.
You're not making ice cream sundaes at freaking Cold Stone,
Do
man?
they still have those?
No, they don't.
Yeah.
No, they don't. That was gnarly. No, we do not have those. But I mean, my dad's definitely taught me hard work and
Yeah.
you know to go get what you want by dedicating your life
Yeah.
to it. So
Yeah.
Do you trip out on like a lot of the Challenger Series pros, the guys that are just on that cusp of making it, or even guys on tour and they don't have stickers and how they're affording to be on tour? Like,
yeah, that's
Callum.
isn't like
Callum Robertson.
how many
Yeah.
great surfers there are at the
Yeah.
caliber, and there's just like, I mean, it's got to be a little bit of worrisome as like an up and coming pro. Like, wow, this is gonna be,
Yeah.
you know,
How am I going to piece things together to?
because it's
yeah.
not cheap to travel.
No.
Yeah.
And the events aren't cheap, and you gotta, you know, jet set all over.
Yeah, Johnson Andre.
Yeah.
Gosh, what a
Oh my God.
roller coaster ride that guy's.
Oh my god, yeah. I think that's the most worrisome thing. You know what I mean? Like, dude, like
Yeah. And
that's
like,
why you know I do everything I can to not only, you know, get from my sponsors, but to help back in return. You know what I mean? That's why it's like so important to like,
Yeah.
show up to the events and be a good.
dude, yeah,
yeah,
understand
team player.
who you are and what you're doing, and you're not just like, you know, this guy who surfs who gets all this stuff. You know what I mean? I want to try and help as much as possible and help out my sponsors in any way I can, because I know how much it is to do this, and I know how much it's going to be to do it. So I just want to, you know, help out in any way possible. So
Yeah.
that, a lot with that social media.
Well, those are good things to have and to do, because you know there's a lot more to surfing life than contests like after your career and getting implemented and try to find a spot in the industry.
Totally.
Yeah.
Like making those connections at that early age, good impression.
100%.
Hard work. This
Yeah.
kid's showing up. He's cool. He's helping out.
For sure.
You're,
Yeah.
you're
always.
definitely, you have a good head on your shoulders. It seems like your parents have done a good job of like making sure you're educating yourself,
Oh, 100%.
right?
Yeah.
And you have freakish talent to make it
Mhm.
as a professional surfer,
Totally.
right? So, yeah,
Yeah.
I mean,
Any way you can make it happen, and
you just can't beat Oceanside. Board riders club.
I know.
I mean,
Yeah.
I'm sure you watch, the Cold Pinto vlogs, and I'm sure you watch some of the other,
Yeah, the YouTubes.
the YouTube stuff is great, and I mean,
Do you have a YouTube channel?
I do, but I mean, I never really like done the vlogging, or I put edits out, of course. That's my form of like content. I love that kind of stuff.
let the surfing do the talking.
Yeah, plane surfing, and you get like the B-roll and stuff and edits. So it's I've never.
But that part is important, to kind of get a following and
Totally.
get your name noticed, and
100%. Yeah.
good way to I
Yeah.
mean, that's kind of seems like, again, we grew up, it was magazines and surf filmers that you had to go kind of fit in,
Totally.
Yeah.
I
Now
know.
you're like your own destiny as far as like putting your own content when you want and
Yeah.
making
I
it
mean,
happen.
like, for me, the way I look at it is like, surfing's my life. I want surfing, competitive surfing to like influence my life, and whether I have, of course, goals that I'm trying extremely hard, both in and out of the water to accomplish, but if I do it with a whole lot of money or not a lot of money at all, I'm gonna go do it, you know what I mean? It's my
I'll tell
obsession.
you, it was the best years of my life.
I bet,
Yeah.
It's
Like,
incredible.
Incredible.
Totally.
Yeah, I wouldn't trade it for a thing. And I mean, it was to see the world
Yeah,
and
It's
travel.
the best education.
Yeah.
yeah.
Traveling
100%.
the world is the best education you can get.
Yeah, like my grom, and people were like, "Oh, did you surf a lot?" I'm like, "I don't know, my back's kind of hurting. I don't know,
Yeah.
if it look that good, whatever." My surf bank, my surf quota of waves, and
Yeah.
I'm
Perfect
fulfilled.
waves.
I'm fulfilled,
Yeah.
but I still want to get good waves.
Totally.
You know?
100%.
Yeah, I still have a froth. I film my kid a lot because I
Yeah,
want to
for
help
sure.
critique him,
For
and
sure.
when I see him get a good one, I'm just stoked I got the wave so he could go back and watch it. Like I'm
Yeah.
living vicariously through him, but it's also like more rewarding than me going doing the turn
Yourself.
myself. I mean,
Yeah.
I still need to do it. Got
Yeah.
a couple good ones last week.
Yeah. Oh,
But that's what's hard, as a parent, you want to, I'm still a kid, we're still frothing groms,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, there's no, when it's good, or I hear
Out
it's
there.
going to be like, freaking double overhead, and I'm like, oh, I'm going.
Yeah.
So I just put everything out to the side.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm done. This is my hall pass.
For
Like,
sure.
work
Yeah.
hard when it's bad, and work hard, and play hard.
Totally. 100%.
Well, dude, this has been cool to get the
Yeah.
Louie Owston story. Future.
Yeah, guys.
Wait before. Wave pools.
Oh yeah.
Have you gone to any wave pools?
I've been to BSR
Okay.
once with JS, and I went with Connor Coffin, which was like so sick. He was like ripping so hard, but that was the only one.
Yeah.
To Waco.
Yeah, wake up.
Nice.
So fun.
So fun.
I still haven't done it.
So rippable.
It's super rippable. Yeah, like it's super rippable. Like definitely for me, what I liked most was like a shorter board though. I rode
Yeah.
a lot shorter board than what I usually ride there.
Yeah, it's got to fit. It's pretty steep and it's powerful, so you just need to fit in that like contour like.
Yeah,
shoulder.
totally. So I just rode like a shorter board, an epoxy that I.
Yeah.
No,
Something to
no
fit.
Kelly stayed away pool yet.
No Slater. That's out my pay grade, man.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Ours too, bud.
Yeah, dude.
O'Neill's done some trips there.
I don't even have they? I don't think so, dude. I think
You better call Garth.
I better call up Slater. Dude, come on, man.
Yeah.
Get some waves over there, man.
Well, you got a couple coming in not too far from where you're at.
Oceanside's supposed to get one, right?
Yeah, they are, but I think that one's a gimmick, right? Is that one a gimmick? I think it
It's
is.
supposed to be a good one.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Where the drive-in was, right?
Yeah, I live, like, I could see that area from my house.
Yeah.
Mm.
And for me, it's like, oh, it's so small. Like, where they're building it, like, how are they going to fit a wave pool there? Like, because
Well, BSR's pool is not very big either.
it's not very big, but it's much bigger than the lot they're, like, they're
It was a
grading.
drive-in, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And so I was kind of like, whoa, this is
Yeah.
weird, you know? So, yeah, I don't know. And, yeah.
We'll see.
So weird, yeah. I
And Palm
hope
Springs and
maybe it's firing. Have a firing wave always next to my house.
yeah, well, wave pool's never gonna beat Mentawais or J-Bay, but
Oh,
yeah.
it's pretty damn fun.
Oh, yeah.
You know.
Well, we
Maybe
can't
I
wait to get you on the podcast again and talk about the Mentawais in
Oh, my gosh.
Australia.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and winning juniors and whatever
Yeah. Juniors and
QSs
QSs.
and
Yeah.
stuff.
I know,
so.
I have it written above my wall. Like, right when I wake up, I, like, have a big old paper that I wrote all my goals.
Sick.
Yeah, it's so cool. I'm pumped. So
Yeah.
Gonna do this for hopefully the rest of my life, like Slater.
Dude, that guy, mental.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, his diet's gnarly, I heard.
everything,
Does
Yeah.
everything,
Oh, I heard, yeah.
everything.
he? I think he's a vampire, dude. He doesn't die. He's just a vampire.
He's an alien.
I think it's like, I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah,
Just everything about him
Yeah.
is like
yeah. He's like
crazy.
a professional golfer. He
Super
knows
good
how to
golfer.
play music and sing.
Yeah.
He's like a
Super
brown
smart.
belt or black belt now in jiu-jitsu or something
Wow.
crazy.
Super
He's
smart.
super like
He's got a photographic memory.
he's a freak.
Wow,
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
I mean, yeah. I mean, look at his
He's the goat.
all of his intel on design and fins and boards, and I mean,
It's all his.
he's a special one,
Yeah.
as we all know.
But the show is not about the GOAT.
Nope.
The show's about
Inspiration over here,
The
though.
future.
you know? Yeah.
one of the
Yeah.
future GOATs of surfing right here.
Let's do this.
Let's do it.
Oh,
Yeah, guys.
From Oceanside.
hey, you got two
Oceanside.
huge fans over here, dude.
Thanks, guys.
We wish you all the best,
was
and
incredible.
yeah, keep ripping.
Thank you so much. That was
Right.
awesome.
Congrats and keep up the good work.
Yeah, boys. Thank
Peace.
you. Bye.
Good.
Woo!
Hour and 33 minutes.
That
Podcast.
goes quick, right?
Yeah,
Have you
super.
done a podcast before?
No, that was my first one.
Awesome.
Yeah, so cool.
Awesome.
Yeah, we just talk, and then
If
Yeah.
you can send me, text me, or email me just photos of like when you were grom,
Totally.
your surf trips,
For sure.
and I can grab stuff off the internet too. But
Okay.
if you have like cool ones that you want me to use,
Totally.
because I'm gonna promote it Friday to this Friday.
Yeah.
We'll launch it and then promote it all week.
Okay,
Yeah.
awesome.
And don't be shy of promoting it too.
Oh, totally.
Yeah.
100%.
and I also I had a couple of questions I want to ask you. This guy I think charges because he got asked on another interview that he wished there was a contest at the wedge. At the wedge, right?
Oh, dude. I don't even.
I was
The
like,
wedge.
I was, yeah.
Do you surf the wedge?
Yeah, every once in a while. I like it. I mean,
He's all, it'd be rad if there was an event here for like, to surf. And I'm like, wow, that kid must fucking charge. Because usually the way, I mean, it could be fun and,
Yeah.
Totally. I'd like to think
not
that I
death
charge.
defying.
Yeah. I mean, I definitely. I like to push myself in big waves. I don't know if I charge. I'll go if someone tells me like go. I'll 100% go.
Yeah.
I just I try my hardest when it's big
Yeah.
to go really big.
Yeah. It's,
Well, I think to be a well-rounded professional surfer that's respected by all the critics, you gotta charge.
Oh yeah, you have to.
Yeah.
I mean, look at what's happening with Felipe right now.
Dude, I was just about to say that.
Yeah.
Yeah, like what? Like how can you like say anything negative about his surfing? You
and,
know?
I mean,
But, he hasn't proven himself in the big stuff.
Totally.
Yeah.
and that's such a bummer, but it is part of the package, you know?
Totally.
Because you want him, because of how good he is, you want him to charge and you want him to have
Yeah.
that accolades and
Yeah.
get that, shut those people up. And it will come. I mean, there's
Yeah.
other surfers that didn't have that and they worked through it and ended up being pretty damn good barrel riders or,
Now that he's won the
not
world
YMA
title.
a surfer, not a, there's a different level. I mean, if you can hold yourselves up to like 12, 15 foot, like,
Yeah.
you know, where all the convicts are at, except Jaws and
Yeah.
Mavericks and N.S.A. and
Yeah.
those guys, that's a whole
Dude.
other level of crazy.
Did you watch the Red Bull no contest Julian at Cloud Break?
No.
He was charging.
Whew.
Yeah, he was charging.
Yeah, he charges.
Yeah.
He is on an 8.6.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
No handing, the biggest
And
waves.
John Roseman,
Yeah, he
Mhm.
charges.
dude,
Yeah, he's gnarly.
50 something,
Yeah.
and the way he's on the biggest ones,
Yeah.
and he makes it look so easy.
Yeah.
Nice.
Totally. I know. All those waves. I haven't really been in anything that's like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like nothing like that.
Yeah.
But I would love to. Like
Yeah, take your
95% of the people in the world have it. you
Yeah.
know?
totally.
Take your time.
For sure.
Yeah, build it up.
Yeah.
All right. Well, sorry, just that and dirt bikes. You guys got like to go dirt biking.
Oh yeah, my
You
brother-
want to add this in?
We're adding it in, dude.
All right, hold on a second.
Oh, you're not recording? I am. It's okay.
Oh,
Whatever. You turned it off?
Yeah,
Yeah, exclusive
we said
content.
goodbye.
Oh, okay. Exclusive content.
Exclusive.
Dude, that's rad. You ride motorbikes too?
I pit bike. I don't ride
What's a pit
bikes.
bike?
110. A little 110.
Okay.
My brother used to ride, not so much anymore because it was so dangerous. Like it was super gnarly. But he got a little sketched out. His really good friend hurt himself super bad, and that's like the turning point for him. But dude, my brother rips a bike, like kills a bike, and he's only 10. He was riding an 85.
Kind of fearless.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah. Oh, my brother,
I
like,
think you need to be that to be a successful motorbike.
oh,
Yeah,
crazy.
You got to be just.
Psycho.
You gotta have
Yeah.
screw loose.
You got to be just committed.
Yeah.
You got to be.
Like, even like surfing, like, my brother will be like in the gnarliest spot and just turn around and go. I'm like, oh my god, Ace. Like, at north side of the pier, like when the current's running, he's gonna run into the pier or something, and he just goes.
And he's
Sick.
10.
Yeah, oh my, he's gnarly. He, like, out of all of us, Ace will definitely be like the big wave surfer guy.
So wait, there's your sister, then you, and your brother,
And a little sister.
and a little sister.
Yeah.
4 kids.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah, crazy. I'm
Yeah.
the oldest, yeah.
Busy.
Super.
Well, that's rad.
Yeah.
Well, maybe when your bro gets a little older, or your sister, whoever starts shredding too, we'll do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm so pumped. I can't wait to go on surf trips with my brother.
Yeah.
Yeah, just go travel and be able to shroud with my brother. It's good.
Yeah.
That's like the best.
So you come work out at A-Shock with what? With Simpo? No.
No, A-Shock has a trainer, and I lined it up with Ben Kwok.
Ben Kwok.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Ben works for A-Shock, and yeah, he's all those guys are
I love
legends.
Ben.
Oh, Ben, I
Yeah.
love Ben as well. He's
Tell him
he's killer.
to tell his dad to come on our podcast.
Oh,
Right.
totally.
Dude.
Yeah, I'll shoot him a text today.
Like
Sexy.
I text with Danny quite
Yeah.
a bit,
Epic.
and we're this close to getting him on the podcast.
Oh,
Legend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
that's so sick.
Yeah. So who do you work out with there? Is it a bunch of dudes that go?
Well, they get the trainer, and then you can do one-offs, and then I think on Saturdays maybe they do some groups. I've only done the workouts that one-off with the trainer,
Yeah.
and those are gnarly, and they have a sick recovery room. Like they have a ice bath and sauna and all kinds of stuff so you can
Rad.
yeah.
So you come do that every Wednesday or
Tuesday,
Tuesday? Oh, today's Tuesday. Yeah.
every Tuesday.
Sick. And where's it at?
Superior and like 16th or something, right?
Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Exactly.
I haven't been there. I just heard where it's at.
Totally.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the whole group over there is so killer, and their product's really good as well. So
Yeah.
have you guys ever tried one?
Yes.
I've had one before. Yeah.
They're
Oh.
really
They're
good.
really good.
Do you want some?
I know the owner, Scott. He could always
Oh,
check us
okay.
up. I don't want to take
Yeah.
your stash.
Killer. Oh
Yeah.
no, I just was there. I have so much in the back of the truck if you guys want.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had some in there. They were good. It was like not too sweet. Like, I mean,
Yeah.
there's no sugar. I mean, it's really smooth. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. So
Tasty.
it's got the health factor and the energy factor, so it's amazing. Amazing product.
Yeah.
But
So they sponsor you too.
yeah,
Sick.
yeah, killer sponsor. I love those guys. Just epic people over there.
Yeah.
This guy, Raven. sponsor flag.
Oh man.
Garth's the best. These guys are the best.
Well, they are.
No, I'm just kidding.
Garth
yeah.
is the best.
Yeah, they're giving you like, amazing opportunities, and
Oh,
I
yeah.
mean, that's your life. You
Totally,
know?
100%. Yeah.
Like, you wouldn't be where you're at and doing the things you're at without them. So we love our sponsors too.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That'll be over here. Just Live, CBD, for your recovery.
Oh yeah, guys.
The shoulder, the back.
I'm gonna try it out. Lower back's been a little tight.
Come on, dude, you're a grom, dude. Wait till you get our age.
Dude, been working out a ton at A-Shock. My back's tight, man.
Yeah, it's good.
All right, we'll make one commercial
Epic.
for
Let's do it.
Instagram.